Okay, for me mo akwaba stronko. Me diane na na Mcbrown. Magazine ma me matena say me the show papa United Showbiz and bro. Me da asese won ko ba bia na wo hwe. An COVID nti en pie we can say there na me ne wa na wa appointment free 9 p.m. ko there. Eye me ne wa ye wie ya na wada. Wo chena nyame abo a ye bia ye kwa sorry kono said mra no se no. Asofo esemu muni so man ye kondo se beba sorry na enye fefefe enwumre ye bebo nkomo pa na asama ye kan se ne ye hwemu a enwum to adwumu a ye womu yi ye nrabafo no emayiwa bi asori gidigidi pa wo mu to nwumu a woti a enwanwa enne omde beto ne mu nsem no eye de. That means entertainment business na ye nyamma bebre ma bebra bag groni mama gonum aye de an bibia ni wa ma eka ho anyeye ma company agroni mu aye de enu ntino ye baba behwe said ye ma ye nwum to because da bia na yakan ahye enu nti wo ba musa no a wo hia manager dodo na so no ememma na manage wo mu ememma na ye mu managers enunti no ye hwe mpenfo se wo di ja ene petrol ti ba bi na ka fem sa no a e bia na akopa na dane nsem pi e basa e ma hu se talent no na I mistake ana se a refre bi ne ba ye ne ade nti no ene e be hwe managing female artists said the managers know what they go through, what artists now so know how they relate and yama pi kambo ma omunyina ye successful both ways you know managing female artists mene entertainment guru bema ba ko am wo ba mi show so ana mani age we very honest o kana samsa de tie and you free akwa na wo bibi bisa no there are a lot of platforms betumi anya na bisa no but o madwuma no yemu the mi boni di ana me bo me hwe me sa left so a wono de o started say wo ye adwuma no wo fa mema ye mi sa no na drink tremu e ba ma no side Mr. Siama Bulldog akwa abakese
sure, thank you
ai akwa abapa ada na wo de ase mema nko ana what the kanka weak point nti I won't drag it too much o se ma no de wontumi manage because wontumi nhye wo so
Debbie mintumi
nti mema nko ana pe
yes
and I didn't try no penny excuse I open mema nko ana
yes on say mbema no was member and and treat your memo and plus when you're when you engage yourself in a business with a man no and to make call it's sometimes it's less of emotion but with the opposite sex no na emotions na but with guys no easier difficult but easier no matter the situation you still there's a goal there's a purpose no matter what could do so for me I think say men so more power you focused pa much my juma na check okay but in man sometimes na problem akwakoba that's why you know
who they what choose to say open man
yes
oh okay then I'm very very happy and you may because I was stand no yet who have because what tie juma no ye be kan no ase now the my next guest I may be introducing you there or no there things say or no ankasa no enwom to ono no onimu obonwom wabo ya sane nwom pen and as say no minim so person obeto nwom bi obeka na nwom yi but the sinani so no say one day o se the onim no o de boa ma enu ti no me introduce the CEO of Rough Town Records when the manager bullet otuo abuba
you know
yeah and you made on why fedodo
oh
na me pa cho wura mu me say bullet why fe na o den
munyeska nyame ahira me adom so I say because nipa brain you know was a color crisis
o say mentio
the color crisis how I say was ubenyeska be empower better so the enku abesra ne enyane odi etimi kra ma color design because when you're on the street na na different so I think nyame ahira me pa
bullet wa bre
ma bre
wa bre what kind of trip no
hey enjoy izo
from
Sweden to Denmark to Germany yeah you able show we na fe mutwe edi
Ni eje omu hoko ya.
I say back to Ghana na head. Banana dey say na cash into real.
Bule. Oh, nana. Wow, me da se enyumre.
Me da.
Yo. Abusia me nia ba ketwa. Me tene nyum na me bisa mo say wow. Ewre ya de. Wonim no. Sefas. Sefa. Eye sefa ana sefa.
Pacha sefa.
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 Pacha.
Debi o chere mi mu ye mpacho. Once dino S E F A.
Yes, sefa.
Sefa.
Pacha.
Okay.
Yes.
Intenye sefa.
Debi enye sefa. But one is sefa, so I okay because there are some people that bonus
Sefa.
Yeah.
But ni nyina obeje so.
Pacha.
I to say me the enemy.
Oh, Major
Mcbrown, McGreen, ni nyina ase mi hu se me a eno ano. Enyume o wan efe.
Pacha
me da se. Abusua me last guest there. Se mu hu bulldog there. Se ne o se mu hu anodo so because me ye season ye buy ye ni omo a na air corner this season you know another Samuel Bedu so e wo fia anod and you many age say me who you know why me who say what church be about artists and managers artists and managers o ma date
oh yeah ana baby sir mun say issue no buy no na former manager issue no buy no na bebe na shada enim de ekọ the AC da and the way you see here regards to artists female artists ne managers are more BB paying. So what I try to do is to non person more be who say a normal. Since I quite before I be running that should not a month for year that where be female artists and the manager a deity. So what I did was to give some names, both local and international, on my deity. Be not leading to marriages. It means to me break it up near the KK count.
Yes.
But the underlying factor was the fact that non person man who say. Say female artist and the manager a date here and you be a normal process and I say procedure be a cost away industry.
Now local people now we listed in a bini one.
Oh, say me say Stephen Creepy ne Raquel say na bibi kakra ko so initially no one person be giatum. And e bin so no ye na speculation. E bin so aware for example Chame Kwame ne Anika say omo de kwa aware mu. And speculations be how bullet, for example, say I'm on rabbit me confess. Say over the period, no baby now castle only when the share. Although
say artists and managers who have dated.
Oh, I know the SN no list no was say. May let's stay on one genuinely no about out. It be declare some more dating.
Okay.
So the list was there. And
then you added
the speculations no so because in industry and speculations are allowed. You can speculate, you can report on speculations and that's inside. And as a sources be a so he was one of them and he is very much away. Say I'm for a castle and Wendy and a bonny crana say be and stuff like that. And the other speculation they have Kwame Fachini Adina. And there's a man for can say BBC air concern. So these are and then a genuity article. Exactly. I
was about to ask him because
old news because old news because no initially no say no saying but issue ne buy no.
Still cry say no cry. What's your base?
Oh, I say tama backup papa be mono.
Thank you.
That's when the revelation ya piece say na kiki crap so worry no na the kiki so any dey news. It's not like everybody's aware.
Okay.
So
tell me Bisao. Ebianso binim tin watch where the sources from and yes
I need the end there. That's ugugu sisi ya be hu revelation of the seeing you know. So baby now. So for me I think say bibia normal. Until I say say once in your understanding, then we can proceed with the conversation as to how we manage it.
Okay.
Once me near born me can say I mean they mean to me.
Oh to me. And to me baby say bullets say. Was it wakambone?
Oh yes, I mean ne kase bi mu no say ono dey obekomu a just on oba na da no eno me problem.
Me say also me say then.
Like
manage
about this on your banner. You said that on Joy.
No.
So what did you say?
What I meant. You know.
What did you say? So you said and meant.
Yes.
So what did you say?
I said that I cannot, work with a female artist without sleeping with them. So it's not like, you see the meaning here different. And they said me force no, and I said me the so I'm saying say along the line it will happen. So I will not be able to say Juma. Oh, and then, no, I can't force myself on anybody. I've never done that. I don't even see myself doing that.
But you are saying, say, who for bass or managing it, yeah. Oh yeah, it will happen. We don't mean Sean.
Yes, you know it will because of the relationship.
Now, so it's a manager there. And then what you sideways, Nana.
Yes,
one side.
That's what I'm saying. And I'll tell you, most of them will lie. I don't know about my brother here, so I can't career, but ABR assembly. Oh, so one manager, two female artists. One manager, three. Yeah. Okay, yeah, 3. Good. So one manager Ebony, Nankupon Fanny Crancy, one manager
Wendy Shea.
Bisano. When they came to Base Awards, when you guys were coming to rehearse, I mean, I threw the question to Ebony. Oh no, I make a Charlie, bro, you eat that, you know, so Debbie, and he said he was professional about it. Fine. Obi or bet to me so. But my thing is, at the end status are Obi Chantro. Look at all the managers. They kept lying and lying and lying. And assembly BP say, BB say, into me, say, me, I want to stand out. I want to be different. Say, Mami Catcher, funny enough, yeah, this week I've gotten like over 6 or 7 women who wants me to help them in music. You know, and I ignored their text. So I ignored their text, and I spoke to one on Facebook, and I told her straight away that, Charlie, me, I know if you do this, and I said, oh, she's headed. I said, yeah, you go see, no, we they eat one ourselves. And I said, oh, Oshemia, Ebia, onu mimi type. Me say, oh, yeah, then who mimi type? You know, we went on, and I said, Charlie, you be my type. Yeah, cause I said, oh, eating is normal. It's good for the cycle. She's ready. Oh, so says son and person me ya. One out I then a Jumani the mayo. Me boy Jumano because Yankupa do me any Jumano. So wumba me say more like when him beguasi, may Jumano. But this is the whole thing. I'll tell you this mean to me.
I Sefas. Me pacho. Sefa. Say Mcbrown sketching me dio because here your friend Sefa
Sefa branding.
Sefa, I'm sorry. Sefa, how do you meet O manager D Black? Who's she annoying? Who's she share now? No, she share.
Na me were lectures and me who text message or Instagram. So he texted me on Instagram, and I'll say, oh, I've seen videos of you. Because anytime I perform with baby, I post videos of myself. And I'll say, I've seen videos of you. I want to start a record label, and I think you have the voice. So I would like to sign you. To come by the office, let's talk about it. Tisana Michiano was through social media.
And Oceano. Pashan. One not share.
Yeah, on the text me first.
Okay, and I the coin.
Pashan.
All right. Yeah, Bebasso. Now, Empress see you who?
Rough Town Records.
Yes, Rough Town. Me pacho title my money for the account. Uboni. See you on a debut. Founder of Rough Town Records. Oh, okay. No one for musician, uncle.
Oh, say former musician. Ghana for a former musician. Ghana Penny will be a former musician, you know. Still a musician, what I say.
Yes.
Once we write, we direct.
Yes. Bullet, before we start now, how do you take, say, Bibeka say, a speculation when they share? How do you take it?
It is I am because I think
and first of all, more trampona.
Oh no,
okay.
You ain't even trampona, sir, because I mean, we try my manager, Bonnie, me manage Wendy, me manage Fantana, and Intina.
Miss Force.
Oh, already a pass through. I mean, pass through of money at the back. Then, me personally, so make say business with pleasure. I never lie. Because the reason why I'm making say my baby pen, and I am the other way around. Time I'm be an artist now. I had a girl I know managing me. No more girl on managing me. I mean, or managing me.
Come on, yeah.
And you know, me who say, some me a hard guy until boy do, you feel that. But me young hard and talk but then you do bedroom when I'm best me sheswa. Now all refer me say now will be a manage you a call conference and out to mommy and you know like now at the problem but before I may record label and catch up and say I will never ever date will be a man. It will be on the principle of the Baba.
Okay.
It may be the no. But so we be dating the artist. I don't see anything wrong with it. Exactly. What I see wrong, let's say, we better say, so I'm a minute now, memoir.
Exactly.
That one they will be over here, side I was in the panel report on my chili panel. So I said, but me camp, no, it's not easy to manage a female artist. To imagine, say, me manage this, I'm a woman, and I'm no more than
confusion.
Like, and you know, go speak well of me. So I said, you know, such speculations they are not because on my calm, I go do level. We say, a son, a team, say young girls no more bad. We be to me, me bullet. Yeah, I want you to sign me, even if you sleep with me. I'm like, yo, I'm not like that. So on my calm, I don't know about the year say, so I manage female artists or something like that. Come on, let's be real. Sex editing. Your both shows, your hate, your whom, mama, your whom,
Sweden,
and music spread in the way it's here now.
Sweden.
Yeah, you know.
Me all know the more. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
But a man
I won't be a hotel
into Diabra. Also, not take advantage. They may not come with ideas or no, but one who start no.
We did a business.
So when they make it like say. Or no bad dance somehow, but it's very painful because sex is nothing.
It shouldn't be a condition.
Like sex is cheap. It's on the street. We get it for free. And I am painful. The only target says and a bullet there. A man in your number. How?
Okay. Bullet into who started with Ebony?
Yes.
Aye. Who man I would to me Americans as manager there. When you change or artist crown or still banana.
Of course.
Who found more.
Yeah, Ebony, I ain't the man. OG share club or share club the next week. And I be share OG now. Because so my share record labels and I'm a poor bar now. OG man friend.
So you from the beginning of you when himself poor bar?
Yeah, I'm a pema because my pema say I mean me growing up no my home my mother. Like my mom died home me on the way. So I have this thing for my say me who a ma and I'm who so we cover so now I want to help them. Until I did be a woman more like me pema like I try to help women. Okay. So that me imagine say I want to me person me boa ma because we share side now we share your industry say mining. A mining cry into yes I know me ya we share chatter. I remember to me top say who baba cry. So I decided say I want to help women achieve whatever one person want achieve. But me yes me na me say any power dream different man ma obi to me guys a rough time record a man crowd no producer. I'm supposed to I wasn't celebrating me. Yeah. But ma say someone come home. And it's very painful. But me no my first thing was say I want to help women. Yeah.
Now basically as someone na ye bekani. Ejuma na ye emema ejuma. When it comes to music, na saying a man ye mami mu benfonu bebre gina ye Rama bedumu baye kusue Japan mu gina ho ene uba gospel mu dia na ho den kaye man ko a ehwe secular na ho na yesi asem no wododo na ye pointy finger na yesi o secular for no na tani mu managers eda ni adade nti ene no ase ho na ni no hwemo na emma eni mu enye de and the lives of Efia Becca Adina, Sefa, to say mama grown more day. You need the support. Bulldog, Arnold. What is so different? Say, a man went to me Basro to say man. What is it, Arnold?
Generally, no, about the industry of sports and entertainment all over the world. No, man no name same man. Inti offer music for example say a member no e was show inti even no pay e was show saying ma of sports so at the same recently now a man mobile tennis arena mo kwa e complain say I say a member no ATP for no eje more than man no so generally no fititingina no industry no e favor a member no sing ma inti as a man no abaye sidelined so even the world chart, for example, say for the top 10, be one be a Beyonce a unity bako, na Rihanna unity bako, and I say Katy Perry unity bako, and I say young one lady see Miley Cyrus a unity bako. Most of them a member, you get it. So and yes, I be a Ghana and Kwana, the Enshada and Supporto in man. It's a general phenomenon. Na like Boo account in earlier submission. In mano, a challenging, sir. However, no more issues. One, be more, I don't know, more biological way, no. Apart from emotions, and them also emotions. But you see, if money do baby, I say, take a break, no more worry. I say, take a break, no more call, and stuff like that. No more take a break.
Not sure,
Take a break, no, you understand?
That be, I mean, me who some artists, they said Tiwa Savage. I think our first African artist, I mean, who said she was pregnant now up performing. I've seen Beyonce, she was pregnant now.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But I'm only talking about how maybe a momo through. You understand?
But that doesn't stop you
no,
from
it doesn't stop you from managing us.
Let her not land.
Me can't say a bonnet. All I'm saying is processor or more common different from Emma. So because the Obama do somewhere or quite probably in the prominence back of in man breaks beam. It's a war ban when I say to me ain't you know who ye one brand new here time I will break bar, then you are in trouble. And when you put yourself, your management and your label not into trouble. Or can Tiwa Savage. Now same when a name master. Usually in first no you female artists maybe worry. It's a problem because we're moving to another institution. We're moving to another institution. Now, no, to me branding to actually make content for following. Maybe like you're saying, wait to me a reality show. Wait to me maybe our social media page and also show pregnancy from level A to level Z because followers air. Now saying a name one assistant. So with your situation, you can turn it around and still keep your following. You understand? But still now you call for member no more because of the fact that it's nobody cares about Wawari or Wui and all that stuff. That's the difference. But I'm not saying it's a hard drink. They only turn it around to sustain the prominence and that's the audience or more. That's the only difference.
Now, okay, so we like she mentioned to you. So they no so name manager and a boyfriend.
Only no worry. But I see, won't say all Kati was savage, you know, or 1 in let's say 15. You understand? Like Tiwa Kwano to me boy, and Cornell will be another SS of a boy, a Tiwa, away. So that confirms the notion. They say definitely, regardless of what you do, you have more men than a man. But what I say, and I mentioned and say there's nothing wrong with the process of worry and also no. It's how you turn it around to actually sustain audience and win. It be known to me. And there are lots of examples as or worry and also war career no edwin. So that's a fact.
Okay.
I don't know if I can add that.
Yeah, go ahead.
My dreams are my normal problem. Because I'm a problem. Music is controlled by emotions.
Yeah.
Whoever control the party emotion, they control you.
Okay.
My experience, Nibia. My artist and I record now. I was about to bring her out. I for buy her no one. I'm saying, hey, I was in the boyfriend say, about to be jam. And he was on it. And I'm saying, wow, my record now, you try videos now. But a man will never do that.
Yeah.
How many musicians are a man stop from dream? No, but easy for Burma. So best say Oba. So I said no. But like I said, the way I was hitting the book, I don't have fans to do. Or best stop and Oba. So we have few women. We have few women now. More I granted Omega said no. Relationship ne nanche na menyama. But few. It's a man who a problem. They have problem with relationship that is serious. I have few. Look, I'm talking about my experience. I have few. I have few women on Omega say bia. I be on say who artists on now artists a woman manager. You have to who artists because so fun a boy on.
Yep. Yeah.
Like me experience with a maybe who say of course I'm person a boy but then a maybe me so much serious. The way I bear my hustle and I bear my beer in the one man or hustle the say my girlfriend say my studio. My girlfriend say but when maybe bro say hey my boyfriend say this concept, you know, you say it. Our biggest problem back one, yes, you know, I deal with women artists.
Yeah, but
maybe she's not like that.
You have
other women are not like that.
Mebacho, you have a contract with your label.
Yeah.
We label will not sign over for 5 years. A year nature, so we to me in between. It no, would name so name say over 5 years contract. why wouldn't you want to go by the contract?
I mean,
as a woman now, say I can't go man. So.
Yeah.
And to who no say, let's know your situation now.
Well, with my situation, me and Kasami, somebody that I'm very passionate about what I do, and me imagine to be said this is what I want. Nothing can stop me at that moment, and I'm that person. I grew up in a house where you can talk as a woman because my father was a social activist. And if I'm seeing you and you tell me that you can't do this concept for a video, you can't do that, I don't talk about you when it comes to your business.
Me
Yes,
Sefaji.
Pacha.
And then for me kuku count ya do be kwa ashanti me.
Okay, me pacha na me ka say me date obia. I don't expect you to tell me say when it comes to my work I can't do this, I can't do this. That's why I always say that it's very difficult to mix business with pleasure, and I don't really have a problem with maybe a manager dating an artist, but then I think that it's very restrictive in the point. As in like, there's no maybe what won't me yet because manager be catch us say, "Ahana or come in person or beko," and whatever your boy, and there's nothing you can do. But say, "Oh boy, what one thing." Now manager is different. It's easy for you to tell your boy that okay, me person want to wear as, person want to wear as. This is how it's supposed to be. You can detach the two of them. Ultimately, and for me personally, Nidia, I don't think say I'll ever see somebody who tell me say in 5 years way because me dating won't you know men way. But as bullet kind so some girls are there like they can't emotions no want to me control it when they ever love you love and now it me says I'm no be kakra mine.
As I say more no bullet.
And I say me dey be brave. And I think she's quite young. And she's new in the business. I think where we are there, Arnold Kayano, one shredder auntie, I say, oh, Ubido Ubia, Ujimi Mani.
Debbie, Mama, find more no.
Oh, Debbie, okay, I'm sorry.
My darling,
that's not what I'm saying.
My darling, it's not you. Don't worry.
It's not you.
I'm here with you.
Sorry. Okay, so
let
me do general.
Oh, I think so more kind of way say yeah, but yes, yeah, but
about your wife. And you're person.
No.
Sorry. So let me generalize.
I got you.
Let me generalize it. You know, love, Jimmy. You know, somebody can consistently mess with you, and you still be there because you love them. And if a man wants to mess up a woman, they can do that. And if a woman wants to mess up a man, so bullet my example be. They be America 3 a.m. Bullets the girlfriend at home. Me managing the girlfriend. Ne my friend. 3 a.m. a day you see, but a Jumano. A spiritual, a emotional. There's some hour be or there's a time be able to marry be yeah there now but not click now we talk about contracts. Mimi of Big Brother fame, not sure Nana Blue or contract. She signed her for 10 years, and within that 10 years, it's in the contract that she's not supposed to get pregnant. Yes, because emotions now odi beba be ye adwuma na sa emotions na wo share wo fie. What you say highly difficult. I'm telling you, you can't split it unless you guys are but
so what are we saying?
We are saying and the reasons we just say why women are there no omunko
they have reasons nana
they can't because in my own listen, I'm sure either of us, I'm a broken heart, but I'm here, doing my job. What you say? Maybe I have emotional problems. I'm here, composed, and I'm doing my work. Not every woman can do that. Listen, I've managed men that, for some reason, they didn't want to perform on a particular night. Go do a stage. They don't feel like performing because of something. They got emotionally broken down. So now you need to talk to them. You need to become like a coach. You need to become like,
that's why you're the manager.
Good. But oh mano, that's what I'm saying, sir. When you get to that point, ABR, you might have to go the extra mile. If the woman don't want to go anywhere, she doesn't want to make up. What do you do? What do you do now? Say, dear son, husband, and any boyfriend, you have to be doing that. Hug them, pat them at the back. You are fine. It is all right.
So you guys are not ready to help the female.
No. We don't necessarily have to manage a woman.
No, actually, Jane say it takes a really special man to say I want to manage a female artist.
A man who's impotent.
Because enye easy.
I'm managing women.
Enye easy.
You are very potent.
Internet sometimes say me share TV. Internet sometimes say me share TV na me who send your bullets back in the artist or send me boss because baby now some things I understand. Because in man we have emotional problems. There are some things me who are mean to me but me manager betimaka. So kudos to them. But one say send our car say obema betimako baby obeka say me perform me bio. I don't want to do this, but you have to tap him on the back. You can do the same thing for females. There's been points where some shows me performable because I'm going through something. But I still go. My manager does not even know about it. But I'm a woman. What you don't know is that a woman can handle herself more than men can because we are emotionally strong. We go through a lot. What you say? So it depends on the type of man that is managing us at that point in time to make us feel like, okay, you are ready for this. You should go for this. My boss, anytime he's telling, like today, he said, you are going for this. Don't be late. If I don't want to go, still I'll go because he's pushing me to go. And see, it depends on a special man.
And I totally agree.
I think, sir, and yet obey be an artist. Like and yet obey be an artist. I go for I'm crazy about when the share. Like people won't say me crazy about her because me who obey be as when it comes to artistry and as when it comes to oba or fun Juma serious. When the share obia oba mumu backlashes now. It was no 5 minutes here kombucha and I say so 1 minute to show bones and the picture be go around internet. Our mobile as we say break it down cry but still obako no akwa energy and your money na and what's that problem but you can't most of them have that by your special ones be on ma like they don't have that problem like they are ready. Our imagine you know like they think like men. You find it that way. No baby a year weeks about most of them.
I think say we are trying to what all you're saying is the truth. But don't let us lose sight of what we are trying to say. Listen, say my analogy be and I can say outside ni Ghana hanging as here. You see, getting to the peak, and you say Okwakobo show 1 2. Listen, so Sefa here, I'm sure her dream is to be the next Shatawale, right? So everybody cries for you.
Yeah.
Yes. So can you get there? Do you have the heart to get there? Do you have the right person to make sure you are there? And yeah, easy. And now it's a long journey. Shatta has been here over 2 decades.
Yeah, 2 decades.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I'm saying
it's possible.
Wait,
yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not.
Possible.
No, I'm not saying it's not possible.
Wait, I am thinking
I'm not saying
maybe
it's not.
say as Arnold, one who Sefa, where you are dear.
Yeah.
A human now we are when you're farmer.
True.
What human from afar, you the managers, I believe you see a picture in somebody and then you approach. Or even if the person approaches you, you in a minute will know, say, I can help this girl.
Yeah. And that's why I totally agree with
now with that acceptance, remember that this person don't know anything, Jack, about what you do. What do you do to help this person so that all these things
don't come up?
Come up.
And one question on Webisano. You see, the word manager is derived from the word manage. And see, it's your ability to actually manage products now. That actually classify you as a very good manager. And once we dictate or talent or the quality or your bounce or sex appeal or the or sex appeal, no 2 ways about it. Inti mama side eye. It is a which show checklist now. We check it say will be beer as a manager who here to actually move her. That's all you need. Because like you said, who manager no so no you juma. Say artists no cost one also be your percentage. What I say. So challenges in the I disagree a little with the bulldog mo say man no remember no so what challenges pa. So it's a win-win situation. One manager and one who good product is your duty and your responsibility to ensure say we do that level. Now he talked about the fact say Chatabale is 20 years. Somebody like Ifya is more than 10 decades in the industry. Like relevance, the prominence.
10 decades?
Oh, sorry. 2 decades. 2 decades. 2 decades. Close to 2 decades. You understand? And it's not as if say the relevance, you know, a conformer because no, we didn't even consider no crowd. So on only handless, they've been able to do something right. What I say, oh, kind of gospel artists one. The likes of Daughters, name Dinah Hamilton has been in the system since 2007. Yes, she's still relevant. Yeah. Clearly, your Odine China, that's one managing the career all these years, no, has been doing something right. So it is possible. So, one manager, no, so no, but you are famous, dear. Especially when you know that this person has the talent, has the quality, has everything that we here to actually move to the next level.
Managing.
What about support? Exactly. Ogusuko, enye entirely true. Say the man what problems can create into they cannot get to the top. You understand? They can actually get to the top. It's very possible.
Bullet, you spoke so much about Wendy Shea.
Yeah.
You are managing like, let's say 2 artists now. What about the other artists? Or are they?
Oh, no, I'm managing.
Oh yeah.
Fantana, you're not managing. Since when?
I'm managing. You know,
it's true.
Me sound on my record labels.
Okay.
Other management. If I can talk for, be a managing.
Now, so
it won't be. You see,
I said no record label.
Yeah, that's
what giant
record label is big. It's big enough that you can be on the record label. Now we give you music, we record you music, but you have your team. Okabroche normal. And that contract be an 360. With Fantana, they mean to me can Fantana assemble. When they need a 360 contract, the men are maybe so I can talk for when.
And you see, I like what I've seen Bullet do. Ebony, Pa, you know, and anytime Bullet is around, there's a whole team. You know, I think, you know, maybe in my case, I can only say for me because it's my experience. You see, maybe in my case, most of my artists are attached to me. So who Bulldog Bulldog has something. I be a original one Kasakra Vim wo. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, maybe send a minimum relate, and I'm like that, you know, because for me, I can't imagine, let's say, managing Sefa. She goes to the studio and now brings me the song to hear. I can't do that. I have to be there.
Follow her.
Yes, I have to be listening. I have to be, you know. So we have to be together.
Okay, now let me go back to Bullet. Bullet, how do you do it? Because say no more. I don't know. As a team no nyina kwaye won because we don't see the people that you used to work with. Ebony new one around you.
Oh, sir. Then I'm a say we build the artist new from the scratch. And I'm a form team. I'm the amount. I'm some more handle. Then I move to the next one. But Maria and who say boys are not lawyer. I mean, I would say boys are not lawyer, and no one said you man cry chair. But I have a team right now. When they share on the team, our mom also on the team. Other ones are more. Yeah, but then
I think you should get women, you know.
Yeah,
women don't envy men. Women love men. Men envy men. So unyama as our team number for Obana.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh no, listen.
Hey.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying.
No,
I'm saying if the woman, if let's say you have 2 girls who are supposed to be PAs for they should be able to do the work. Oh,
I mean, a man and a woman, a man got some more.
True.
Like
you have a point there.
You.
No, you have a point there.
Obefa PAB or the number of bamboo cry. Now, be an artist, no, don't graduate, then I gauge.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, like a man and gas no more, or more complicated, you know. So, one tree, my job to say management, Mr. Diomopa. So, one tree, I bear mistakes, be a one share.
Okay, from what you are saying, say man, with your moon and man more. It doesn't mean say, well, as a CEO, no, under your record label, no, we heard about your Wendy Shea and Fantana. A lot of things went on social media.
Okay.
A lot of things, and as a personal under label, no, still, then does it mean that someone can
I think so. Yeah, of course. I mean, 2 people on the label, no. A bit friction, even Xylophone, a time shatter core or stone bar. A member friction be bad. So I say with when the it wasn't even professional and it was and you may be a man you may be a
but a label see you then oh yeah
and say because I'm a manager back back here 360 back on here, you know. So 1 3 year back yes what type back on because back here 360 and back here say managing na what me labels. To nyame say me hu sa what I do is say the frame meeting. Yeah, try say ABCC. But one thing with musicians, they say you be an bit more control. So this time around, anybody over me label to be ano. Now I call over mental check. Say what dream you correct. My criminal check. May you must be brave. Because one share whatever I do blood, any moja. Ya did that table so circle say ya polishable la mushu say ya wokoro abeku ni o ma say na aba bedu say one share why you must up person obo nipa no one share one artist and they will be dance say
because so, the picture out there is like I said what time when the share Chicha Fantana
there's no way me tell when the share Chicha Fantana
you beg to differ right
is it
you beg to differ
oh of course I mean
there's no way me tie Wendy a chair Fantana. No, no way.
No, they
all can't no credit.
Wasn't American no
do you know why you would even support Wendy more? It is 360.
Only maybe. No,
everything
apart
will be
from that, listen to me. Apart from that, so when the share 360. When the share 360. No, on your hard working. Man kwa ha obeko I will never support them. Mona muhu say me support on the chair.
No, your chances. Say you interviews near there.
I don't know. I don't the day no. Record label is in to make money. Record label is in to make money. About I say if Beyonce is even on Rough Town Records. Now next one but no make kids can yeah. Of course about Beyonce.
So that is what you should have said. Also supporting Wendy
yes.
because Wendy was making you a lot of money.
She's the cash cow.
Apart from
so
that.
That's what you are supposed to say. But man
No, what I'm saying is and support say a business near.
Exactly. So
we do business and support say me support too. Obi na me support too.
But
there are rules and regulations. Obi biara abide by the rules and regulations. No, we push you.
Nah.
But you have a 360 with Wendy, and you have I don't know what. You have a 180. Me person train because one say there be a Wendy share the bullet at town. But Fantana ye huntino Magana Fontia say your work.
Right now is it about Fantana and Wendy and it's
about managing them.
It's about managing a man. See a customer here can
it's about managing them.
It's not about Wendy and Fantana right now. As I be shift here 7 Wendy and Fantana.
No.
Generally, you know, you can once.
I think the reason why that is happening is
you shouldn't be like that.
Sorry. Let me just try and explain.
Bullet, I beg. The entire men are host to show men and show near media. The entire can say, oh, your manager. One handle a man.
Exactly.
Bullet,
I'm a record level boss and I have managers under me.
CEO.
Yes. And I'm going managers under me.
Bullet, we are proud of
when the share says, I am a manager when the share says, yeah.
Wait, Pacho.
Fantana, I am a manager.
Me Pacho, my good. As a CEO's record label, we brought you here because a Jumana way and independent with me. From Mammy and Nujina Fakos, I met Timo, and I want to for cry seminal a year different. Nobody can say it better than you.
Exactly.
Okay, so what
and then my sister, maybe person me say, a man then no more yam, Mamuntimi Moa.
Onasame de mitimi boa.
Debbie, no one.
Maybe they
maybe I want did you know be so tension or person of Boama or Fabi.
Maybe there, my yes, you say, maybe some Boama because one, Emma and also industry. Osho industry na mado and also it made the West was say we some Boama.
Good.
It Usha and I'm kind biggest success Ebony when the shade so blowing. Fantana by and there here she's everywhere. So that's it. Maybe there my managing you know.
Good.
Okay.
Good. One manage you all right. And nuntino a man no bebre wo ho no mo a omu ko manage mu a na sabi ebianse of the ishon asemi ebai ebetu dwe na bia relationship amo do you think Sean enyo foforo no de ba na ye hu dede sen compare dan say be kwa akoye relationship na when your time ka na manager na so ka na twi brand no ba form it gives you guys too much work to think say e ma no ye moa ye ho enu ti ye kan semo a ye de be sunya semo a ye ka tia obi da bi mun chemo
yeah I think say ya kan bibia
ya kan bibia
I
think ya kan bibia
no I don't know why I feel uncomfortable because he is very experienced.
No, I'm not but any question is a topic.
Yes, you make it talk.
We don't change the topic.
We don't change the topic.
Topic, you know, I was saying.
Do you know you have much more experience than all of us?
Of course, I have.
The reason why
the questions at that
boss. Question discussion I have in that kwem. Issue say you discuss it, female artist management. Now, I'm sure that the reason why more producers for bullets is because of the experience. Say one man, no, he said it himself. So I manage a lot of female actors. You understand? Into F an example to say Fantana and when they say issues by Appa. For there are a lot of managers who are most caught into the same situation where they would have to manage two female artists on the same level. How do they manage it? So it's not as if there will be person slight for making you speak about the Fantana and when they say issue. It's meaning they don't feel uncomfortable.
Oh no.
The issue is also no Kasano making an example of xylophone. Why? Because Obia Yebi and we use as a reference point. So also kind of situations you see now. Tomorrow somebody will say, a couple of years ago, Bullet managed Fantana anywhere in the shade. Omunya issues, and this is how he was able to resolve. So don't sit and feel uncomfortable.
Let me come to Sefa. Wait. Let me come to Sefa.
How me setting them so like Ubusami and say.
Yeah,
but then you guys were trying to base. I don't know what.
But what's the big deal? Because you see,
because me answer. I answer the question.
But what's the when you are dating a year shift? Nobody is shifting.
Because my chum someone the because and you be beyond the person. I don't know. You understand?
Seven. Record level no one know about.
Pastor Dabi.
The black one.
And Dabi before na Frida Rhymes or no answer na Miss Forsen by. And then in Richie, miensa right now.
Miensa. Munina anda di black.
Kashai.
Amusia.
Shia taisha pa.
Sa.
Shia.
Mutim wa se dom ho.
Dom.
Okay, business so cause. Okay.
No, but me kwan me. So me kwan akonya na.
No, before you come in okay, let me just use the male as an example. Oh, at a point I was managing Shatawale VIP natural face, yeah. We had issues, especially VIP had issues. Say, usually maybe they will come onto my timeline. Who say, ABR from Monday to Friday, my post is shut Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I don't post them too much. Now, what is my reason for not posting them? I'm saying, Shatta is working every day. You are, bringing new material every day. So as a manager, I'm supposed to do that. If you bring material every Wednesday, I'll post it every Wednesday. If you bring material so in Berman Crown, sometimes insecurity will. You understand what I'm saying? Like he gave a classic example. I used to manage Shatta, Stoneboy, Becca, Omunina. We had issues at the label, Xylophone. We had issues and egoistic. And BBR. So I understand, in Berman, in Barney, the heightened. Chain, in Berman, who can't to me settle. But sometimes in Barney, to me, ABI, besides MCC, feeling uncomfortable based on where one is standing, so what door each year, different what door inside as well. What I say.
Okay. Now you hear me say, as a woman, Sefa.
Yeah.
Under record label. Difficult time as a musician. With your money, have you had an argument?
No, I've not had me kasa biya management that. Because me kasa me obi a nyoma sheda hamisa enti se me hu se bibi ba be sina I don't like that situation me hu efimu ansa na esi before that time what I say and if I feel say my bibi now you don't feel comfortable I'll walk up to you and tell you did this I didn't like it and my bibi so forgive me but I've never found myself in that situation
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yɛnhwɛ adeɛ bi. Da bi a yɛka sɛ ma musicians no mu kɔ international. Remember musician kɔ international, man to me kɔ international. And then you may yɛhwɛ managing female artists nti anything ɛbɛboa omu. And then of course I am man no. Omu ya Emma yɛnhu omu sɛ omu deɛ they deserve to be there. Yɛnwom na enye. Ana say manager na ntimi promote yɛndru. Bulldog.
So we'll go back to the same story. Say Imanu focus no eya and share down wasa. I think Sefa Akase or no the Opesoko. So we're hoping Yenya Betanichi. So she gets there. Arnold also gave an example of Efia. Efia is very good, but mean to me, Tnahan Kase Efia is like well known out there, internationally. Somebody I can also say on also want international appeal kakra ya wihala. You know, but no cry so bia limited. Ushe sena bought huge shows. All these House of Commons, then baby, you know, when say Obama cry headlining answer Obano. By so longevity mubeye se jumanu mbanbe se jumana kono. Issues to doso. And I like to be.
But international, you know, I think it's a man.
Yeah,
international. I mean, so can say I then man to me like a man who
no, a few of them have gone.
Ghana.
Yes, Sarkodie is gone. Stoneboy is
gone. You mean mainstream
international? No, you see.
But what is international? International is
it's just outside of your country.
To break outside of your country.
Yeah, but the lady said a man
yes,
a man become. I mean,
no, so I need to address it. When you say a question, why?
No,
when you were boy, when you were boyfriend.
I wanted to ask that question.
When you were boy.
Yes. How do you deal with that? Yes. How do you deal with that?
Oh, I know they are in the private. You mean to me?
No, but how do you deal with that as a manager?
How do I deal with what?
As a manager, Wendy's boyfriend, as a manager.
I know they're in the private.
No, we are not. So how do you handle that as a manager?
A private. You mean to me? Private.
Or will be another only.
And I'm saying to me, can be private. Wendy a brand. Rough Town Records, Bullet me a brand. And you have been a Babaka said, my artist, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever.
But you say,
no, so yeah, also
Mcbrown is wrong.
So East Legon, when I'm in fact Blackboard. I'm in sure when you were boyfriend, when I'm just managing. And also your artist or better now bit me Busan as a boyfriend.
No, but you see, Bullet is not helping us because you see, he talked about one of the artists beer. Now, Nippons and the boy and money issues and blah blah blah. This is a simple question.
Yes.
Oh, when you were boy, this is how you manage.
The artist number.
Okay,
like only around. I mean, my money so I experience where I'm but when the share is a big brand,
Wendy is of age, so I'm sure she has.
Yeah, when the share is a big brand, 24-year-old girl Otonium. Obama Mahadabi, Moon and Wabuzans Wendy, who are boy now.
No, and you see, how do you manage the relationship outside?
I know you are making your
point. Back to the point. There are a couple of female artists and we're breaking international. I mean, let's be fair to ourselves. Because offer ratio no. International in simple terms. Once you're able to break barrier from Ghana, say Togo Crown now we do international. Yeah. So let's say Sarkodie, Stoneboy, Shatawale, FK1 and boys, fucking boys. Yes. I mean, in my side also, there's a Becca, there's Ifia, there's Riala, Miss V, 2016, Miss V called BET. You understand? In your nomination will be it. So, about international idea, and then I say about man so about regardless of challenges I'm facing in industry, they're able to push themselves on that international platform. And my, for example, Diana Hamilton and the rest. So, there's no question about whether they're able to project to international level. In member not it they are at par. It's not as if say maybe the woman do about Billboard. Riala has been on Billboard. He's been on. You understand? So and yet. There's no qualms about whether money do international. You can't be any kind of come sing. For somebody like Riala, international festivals in Bobby. You understand?
And
so,
okay, boy.
Exactly. You can say international. When you say up a new Ghana, it wasn't that big. But when you check on the internet, New Zealand, at the mainstream New Zealand chart, at 57, mainstream, international there. what I say bebree na man no omo ko na de ba you mainstream international and they will be anchored. Mainstream.
What is mainstream international? What is mainstream?
Maybe he's saying, okay, sorry, go on.
I feel it to say when it comes to women going international, and it has to do with all of us as musicians, and it all comes back to the team you are working with.
Yeah.
Because that international way and Kofokona, I can say to you, say most of the times it's about who you know, or who
your plugs.
Who your plugs are or who they know. Somebody can have like the wackest song, but if you know somebody out there that can link you, it's very easy. It's yet to say man no international because we are not doing the right songs or something, because we call another country. A couple of people are singing your song over there, and in Ghana people have not even heard it before. So it depends on who is playing your song out there and how your team is willing to work. No more push you.
Yeah. All right, Cephas.
Sefa.
I need to sack my DOP. Brian, one word. Cepha, you're straight, Kakra.
Yeah.
You are not young, you're beautiful, you're talented. And every man who will look at you again. Yembisao, a little private. Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
Because maybe Sasa, you are not in a relationship.
No, I'm not.
See,
Only boyfriends is here.
Don't worry, be here with me. Don't worry, say be here with me.
This guy said me.
Me can't.
I don't understand.
Me can't. Becca ni kiki asem first. Obi a person come on industry. Time will tell.
No, like I mean, David, like when it comes to relationships, well, a private issue.
Of course.
My relationship has nothing to do with my work. How I sing has nothing to do with who I'm sleeping with.
The reason why I'm asking is, it be an contract. It might be say, it be a minimum contract I was signed. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. As Bullet said, it be a bedroom, maybe no relationship until deep black and show cry. This is very rare.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much.
Stefana and Cafes or friend no. I quite to say, Charlie, your girl, no, you have to talk to her. We'll be like we get studio time. Me bisa. Bibia sign no contract. We say no relationship.
Oh, that Bibia sign and Chadani me contract.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
But I think I mean what label. I mean label be no bit to catch us say. Don't be in a relationship.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Listen, Obia is there.
No, I mean,
no. Look, you are young.
On a normal, international level, there are rules and regulations that we assume. You cannot stop Obi because already Baba you must say one could. I mean, ask the lawyers and see said BB.
No. That's what
me Bisa because
yes. Wow. No, wait, I'm saying you're new. Wait.
That is slavery.
No. You're new at labels. Let me say something. You are new at labels. Let me tell you something. There are companies, There are companies or institutions that don't allow couples to work together.
That one. But you cannot stop me on dates.
Me.
That means that you've been fair to
no, there are banks. No.
Me pacho.
In the contract.
Maybe Sano in the contract. Maybe a rough time for Moon, yes.
No, this is an accent lawyer say, Obi to me, international booster. Obi say, can you stop an artist?
Okay, I asked that question based on this, T.
Even I want to cry, Obi to me challenge it.
So you don't sign it and go.
I asked the question based on say, what the watcher was stand, or say, I know the emblem, or no, the Oha. Yeah, sure. I'm not saying be about Yami and Kasa, Abaya Fefe, Ishon say, Ishon is a liar because what can't be so new relationship when the what back say, the manager, I see a wire tron ex boyfriend, no. In same PSC. And until maybe Sasa say, Obi what to me say, me as a manager, me person no baby bia. It is a freedom to be in a relationship. Name mom, me massa relationship now woman no. And yes, I may hear 3 I mean now. And until maybe San says are close no.
But Nana won't say when it comes to business, most men who invest their money into things, they want their money back. As long as somebody decides to say that okay, me your boss, that means you are like a product in what be any cocoa sisia. Into all my BBI affect cocoa and say, okay, me should show me when it comes to business and stuff like that. But I understand it's when maybe, especially females, who be someone say, are you in a relationship and they say no, because me personally, I feel like my private life has nothing to do with my work. Because I can be, when I say has nothing to do with my work, if I have a boyfriend, of course I'm a singer, I have to sing from somewhere, so emotions will be channeled from that side. Do you get it? But then I won't come on TV and talk about somebody I'm sleeping with or somebody that has something to do with. Do you get it? So if I go for an interview and you ask me, am I dating? I can choose to tell you, no, I'm not. Because whatever I'm doing behind my music is just between me and the boy. So I think maybe Ishon Mubisan, she felt like, okay, this is something that I don't want to share with you, because already if you come into the limelight, you are sharing a lot of things with people. You are giving a lot of you. So there's some particular part you want to keep to yourself. Until I don't see anything wrong, say, okay, say no, and I feel Semaba.
Sorry, the Okano makes a lot of sense. There are some label owners, I'll be catch you, because we are selling you. Once you go out there and say you are in a relationship, problem, basically. Now you devalue in terms of the brand we're trying to push. So with that, to say, oh, boyfriend with chair, you guys sit together and discuss it. What I say, no, I say. But I think, sir, you should be able to, it's a sabi being you should be able to come on TV and say, yes, I'm dating, but it's private. I don't mention anybody's name. There's nothing wrong with that. What did they make an say? That you can say. You don't necessarily have to say Kweku Menu or another Samwabe do na me dating. You can, yes, because you're of age. What did they make an say? My point here is that Obiani in the contract, who could sign contract, Obiani in there, you know. You may be you bet you monthly, you be bet you 2 weeks. Everybody and there, so we bet you catch us and contract with Mpacho or boyfriend that wouldn't sign. Na mean sure so no be ebia wo PA and I say bibi me hwehwe I'll go through him. And yes sir, I don't want your boyfriend around me. Person who emotion ben makes it me I know I sign along the line. You need to abide by it. Once you pay, because contract they be amuye mistakes. Contract and me pay and one way, two ways. So you look through the clauses that pen no way ye from now the be account. So and juma mamia maka so although you be share on the other side.
No, seriously. No. Say some na boo can. The reason why maybe me name I drink a crown is this. What I said some time ago, wo buy out because say time I would only miss force and econo. What suggested my new coon say on for 50% to be mra. Now that's sanity me boy.
Yeah.
Exactly, because we know that's your rules and regulations based on the circumstances. So if he tells you say maybe a label no share circumstances, because okay, don't date her. And the right to put it in the contract.
You
told the man.
No, man can't show be as a Monday. It's different. No. Listen, can you obey me as a man or catch as a Monday?
No, on that's how.
You cannot do that. I'm being real. Like no, it's me. That is because Obesan or ban internet. So clause in like say men date. Can you do that to them?
One can say men date you are getting it wrong.
Don't mix in the contract it says
and don't mix your dating stuff with the work.
You cannot mix dating with.
No, it has to be, it should be in pen and paper. And I'm saying, Mimi, she's a woman. She was signing on another girl. Dano Kawanit FM, 10 years, don't get pregnant. So do you want to do it or not? Girl, no sign here, so be say na girl na call a Sean ex boyfriend or managing. So they have issues. All I'm trying to say is a contract near the man, and that's why it is very, very imperative. Say a male contractor, you find a counselor to look through, because who now kwakoye ejumano and an ipakun na investor. Nipakun dream say, oh, ebia one date here, menya misika back. Ebia o date here, menya. Also, bet me a man reason say, oh no, don't worry, I can date and do this. Anytime, whether I'm crying, I'm dying, I am going, this is the worker, it is you. So you put all that on paper, then you append your signatures. And once you guys agree, one agree from the start and nothing will work. And most of the contracts that people have are working or aren't working based on Mustati Ejumano. It's that simple. Unfortunately for most of us, communication quite a problem. You know, there are things that you think that you cannot communicate and you'll be saying something else. So if you will communicate here, then we see contracts every day. You see some things, contract we then you know, all these things. So it is important at the start. Why it stands? Say we meant to be women to mean yet.
Who say who share young or new artists are but the woman a contract and old.
Yes.
Or better than copy counselor no their man is on him.
Yeah, but I advise her was when your contract also to come a lawyer because it's gonna be even if it's even 1 year. Artists be whether you're underground or when your contract for come whatever a lawyer. So I say book has a clauses be bit me about. Obi one bit me at ya say no sign. But by big or no be contract. And like a slavery because to me, you know, yeah.
But make a wincho.
Okay, there be one can be.
Why do you think, sir? Why do you think, sir? Artists they go almost sign we are later no more.
Okay, me pacho we'll come back. Wait,
Buddha.
We'll come back to say we will sign we will do baby no be we bigger na o ja o hwako. And tebusan for ebe hold on ha. Na ya jojo yakoma with like loss and churches. Aye, obi I mean yenye obi. E wusia enko ba bia na Mcbrown me ni nuamo wo ha. Ye twa hu sesi anaya ba. Ye koso ne ada Rouse Pharmacy ase. So the high legend virgin wash. E wo pharmacies a e bo ama. Ye ba sesi a.
Besi sabre o mai. Obesi mati semia obi jimiku edie no wa mini bie front and answer back
wo hia High Lady Virgin Herbal Intimate Wash.
High Lady Virgin eye herbal formula sronko a obadi siesie ne ho asabi eyi nka body bia titi wagu unserie e cleanse vaginal discharge bia na sabi wa himfie ho kekau wo dryness any yeast infection dia esi ano prekope. High Lady Virgin e hyenada kamu a asawa hya ho fine ebi wo herbal intervention store Medina Market opposite Medina Police Station afei Okanshi Drug Lane Form Raoul's production was 0248 707270 and 0543 888 336.
Ira, Mitimerin Chain, and Fremibio.
Hi, Lady Virgin.
Hey, stop! Stop! I buy you everything. Even your bodies, I buy it for you. I buy you this way, and I do you so share. Why are you taking my life this way?
Before this way, but
Hey! Why are you telling me this?
And cut!
Data, sorry. People know me, Acrobato, aka Who Knows Tomorrow. Look, my profession is actor. People are always giving me encouragement because of my performance. This way chocolate drink. That is my secret. You just need Ori hot water. You just put it in. You just take it. Easy. Even it just sustain you hungry. If you take this way, never hungry. You can take it anytime, any day, anywhere, everywhere. Everybody enjoy this way.
With this way chocolate drink, all you need is hot water. Mix and stir for a creamy look, and you're good to go.
I love this way because it tastes so good.
This way chocolate drink, near Sushi.
FDA ahwehwɛ saa edwadie nkratoɔ yi mu agye ato mu sɛ ɛyɛ Sedianki susu se ya brabo bekono. Enye sana mpempi ne koma ye. Na sadom bedum wa mwenya utedidi mu a. Agye se wonya yonko a wode wo betwere no. Ne wonya hotoso se ensio mo awie mu. Oka ho abribia. Se woyie sika hye wudwa. Wobotire na wopese wotre wosoto ni mu. Mekyere se emfa woni adwuma ko a woye wo. Ana sempo wo pebie tia wo school fees. Ene ya media sempa na mu. Best points edifufro biaba eno ne best points susu scheme die wasa wo ya ne se de biada fa wo simpo ana wo tefu eto best points susu scheme ni mu na yempese wo bebrebebre nti yenkrofo ankasa beba wo naso abeje wo bomodi etua mani drabo so mi mienu dia menua wo wa kwanya gebosia ede sote wo hawo nyina. And the best points susu scheme any kasubo mwe tususu na jebosia bosumi mienu achi ya bre won hihye pa edwene wo ho enti fa won to mabebo best points susu scheme dia no na die best points susu scheme boa wusika no na chane bocho
why okay say amati opportunity abrabo na bull say
anyami o sa na brabo edi nya be wie
te wo hu Madam, opportunity. Oh, opportunity.
Hello, meeting Disika. If we best pension scheme, Obidi Mochina Sintino, the air ne say, Yaji Musika no enkakra, Eddie Juma, said the Abaya Dachem. Don't share more.
Sack of food. Oh, that's a na me can say, Fabi to her, who's you who because I will or treating. Me say, Bosumi Swan, me premium home Koyashi. Ah, and no, I don't know. Now they are to me phone so.
And for who near Juma Kwa woye, best pension scheme ewo ho edemao. Yes, it's your skaka krebi fato. Ni SCK dia yenuma said ye beya debi wukwa humijie mwa. Ye de SCK ya mao na wudi etwitwa wo ho. Yen krabata won crime. E Plaza 2 Osubadu Street, Jowulu. Kuma senso, ye ne best point savings and loans and the best assurance. And what dan kronwe mu Melcom traffic lights edum.
Best pension scheme.
Best Pensions Trust.
Okay, we see for me mama kwa basrenko United Showbiz. Yes. If you hide the more the pa ye go so adi nkomo eba efa female artist ani omu manager mpempi no aya na ebekọ akotia no na nka talent emu nyina yehwe anwene na yefe no na yentibia ennabi ni wantwi ni man komo bia bem na se akowie se biwe na ya kasakasa enim gwanse na social media oto wansam wa yebeto abre yentu akwati na fei behwemu na chire na di fin bi betare branda sabe manwa mawono amotete no enu nti yedi nkomo ne de afa se de be ya yenua mo mo hwe no anaso mo mguso wa adwuma no se contracts bi won ma anya adwuma bebamu nti asebu anya yebefa kwamsini asiesie yenye de epensi entoma de bia hata abondi nti yesua bebie bebre de film anwumai dofo yenhwe na ye ka about say contract no de wo be sign studio no de wo be ko enwum no nim tro kra mepre ne atura ma wa
bullet ho
ama fei enwum na ba out we dream to be out there abem me dream as say meboa na ye nyina ye de bibi ato abonten abem na mo bibi abedru ba bia manager you okay but I still feel say dear before baby e bo menwom ti menwom no me na me guy me na mo so na fe de nsem wantwi bebe e ho na na egina na ye koye nti bullet yi wo se obi wo a otumi be ye big we na fe o dictate
I think say nya e man nko a and that problem no it trap both sides I had to be a made one example because my artist band rough and smooth ya topic charts ya both shows and me free street like street boy bia me nam ho no ma me kuta bola mo bag bola mo ma me kakra and I be hit e do mre bi my be hit you know girls follow me what I say bola no e ma me te friend me club in London game we can just say bola na amra
o say
na me ka say obi ti say bola no ma me scatter dia ni e do level bi no like me London game bi na me me dwen say yeah boy me top chat bola home no smash mo frɛ ofre me tu mra baka yes ka kire so no mra eti sa level ne de enye man kwa na yes happen to artists be one thing I'm who with musicians I don't know if some biblical story say bonsan na to nyum na yam papa there that means the musicians bonsan empower myself because sa ungratefulness is say you know so ne say you know e wo musicians mu chen wo bia so one hwe ya say na me kan emfa oba na ba ma ho one hwe ya obe sign contract bibia ba ba ya bigger obe rebel against whoever obo
I don't know be bigger, maybe rebellious.
Mama can be I spiritual, what I say, spiritual, a bit level be no. Who's all Kobushua on our stage so. Nankro for was President of Okra, I say, President, let me see your hands up over Pega. Eti, edu baby, I feel it as a win, yame. So one control, sound home now. A baby was one share baby, and I said, Sabi a video no. Obey and Sandabone, and not dear. Who was some musician, be a few artists, and no to be grateful. Emma will be a boy man as on Becca is okay, no matter what, no, Namin will be a no. As soon as I see it, could tell me, and I say, when it's so more. I know they trouble both sides, whether you're bow or your bear mount. I know they won't even come, my man, on ground.
And then they will be
of course. My mama, for example.
Manager, do you agree?
Totally. I mean, and very few artists will even admit. I think there was a time, we speak a lot, so we speak a lot behind us. And we raised, I think it's an ebony time before we call. And made say, ebony problem near there. The only thing he said was, bro, and from that experience, me start to say me managing no artists. When I started 5-5 at the time, my group were competing with his group. So me experiences no. I got broken hearted because I mean near baby sada. But no they say why famous that until it won't be new to him.
Yeah.
He won't be new to him. What he's saying is usually when you are not in the space, or we better make say, oh, some more contract. Now contract it stipulates ABC. So why don't you say at the end start here? Contract no any
Yes.
I can understand where they are coming from. Okay. But me dream kakra. Especially we see sometimes in the likes of bullets, more labels, more they go like, oh, artists no ungrateful, ungrateful, doing pempeso be on so much. You see, they make it seem as if say artists in favor, which is wrong. A business. There's no label executive and as an investor be a say, oh, who talent we into or your talent in favor by producing him or her. No, more. Or the Nisika share with the hope say or no so be generated be from that artist. That's anything in your contract, no. Anything that most often than not, and somebody contract go no je than artists, no. So there's nothing like artists no ungrateful because men are making favor. What favor? No, excuse me.
Yeah, see you guys. No, Busa say. Eba say do sa level no. Mo na me church mo say. Omo feel it. Obi anka say obi ayo great.
Let me show you why it is level now. Omo ye de omo ye because you see.
We are artists and now
no.
Sami Busa. You are trying to now take the word the artist's shoe and speak for them. So I'm asking, said then.
No, but why should you ask me artist?
No, the reason
a farmer.
No.
Okay. What kind of question?
No. You cannot presume.
I'm not presuming.
Do you know for a fact? No, I'm asking.
Hold on. Me know a contract.
Isn't that a business?
Listen to me.
Wait.
No. Me know a contract for 5 years.
Did anybody say anybody? Who did I do a favor? Nobody. I did myself a favor. If I didn't manage an artist, I won't get here. So I didn't do any artist a favor. It was a business.
Now
listen.
So it's business.
Who is saying favor?
Who can't favor?
I said the impression.
Which impression?
Someone I can say. Uno be 5 years contract. Uno be 5 years contract.
Good.
Now what do 2 years now? What be big now? So I'm gratefulness.
Thank you. What does that mean?
Talking now.
What does it mean? You see what? Me ba mo answer. One a 5-year contract. 2 years.
2 years also.
Professionally, you're wrong. But do you know why sometimes some will barely know? Because many baby were industry, and you guys know over the period, stories are say because you're young and any desperation, or best sign, like you said, we say 10 years, the man, and the normal circumstance to sound silly, but because of some desperation, pressure, or best sign, now Obenina and Nibia, he feels no, I dare me sign. And so definitely very barely. Into you in your mind, you think but you sign 5 years.
No, me back.
Normal contract.
You can me back. Bullet me back. What do you want?
I didn't want to say that. It won't to me, but then what you are man, surprised why he or she is
no. What you are saying is the truth. But let me tell you something. What you are saying is the truth. Let me tell you something. It's simple. If you are wise, your rebellion will be wise.
I get it.
So listen, I sign a contract with you, a 5-year contract with you. I'm supposed to give you 30%, I keep 70%. I've explained the Nchichemunu in our paper. So you started first year. My year hustler, second year, Nyankupa Yadum, Yanya big song. Third year, we see, oh Charlie, 30 need a new. Listen, if we come to the table, we can have a discussion about 50-50.
Yeah.
So listen, so I want Arnold to know. Baby Arnold, wait. No, Arnold, wait. No, Arnold, I want Arnold to know something, sir. Before, no, I'm not shouting. My voice is very thin. So I have to
be now everything.
Listen, before an artist manager will come out and say an artist is ungrateful, they know what they are talking about. And yes, Oma you'll be favor. They know exactly because before assembly be blown, Oma can want some dada. I'm a living testimony, so I don't want anybody to sit here and say, who's doing who a favor?
It's not a business,
listen,
of course.
Me make say,
it's business.
It's business. Uye papa, uye den, uye mama, nobody's doing anybody. This whole world. Nobody does anybody a favor.
Established.
It is. Stefan wanted to say something.
I was
I
impression.
know.
I'm a businessman. I'm a business favor. I did favor.
Bullet, but you know,
Now, person mean a bunny business. I agree somehow with him, and I agree somehow with them because at the end of the day, me I feel to say you should see it as though it's not anybody working for somebody or something. It has to be you are all working together. Because at the end of the day, say, sometimes, say, as Bullet said, let's talk about it. Because once we are artists now, obi sign fresh. You are so excited. You don't even care what is inside. Me, when I signed my contract, I was like, okay, I'm not thinking about the money. I just want to do this. But it got some time I realized that when I'm going out, people look at me and say, why are you wearing this? Why are you wearing that? Why are you wearing this? But you see, it all came down to, it got to some point, my boss would be like, okay, Sefa, I know this is the situation. So I'm going to do this. I'll do this. It's like sitting down and talking about it. And asking, okay, what do you need now? Okay, maybe boss, I have a problem with this particular thing in the contract. Let me do this about it. Because sometimes me as an artist, even though I'm signed to a label, me and Chair, my boss in Kase, okay, so I go studio and some studio. There are some studios that I go by myself. There's some things I do for myself because I know what I'll gain from it. So if I have a problem,
and that's a problem. You see, let's break down the business. There's an executive producer. There's a manager and there's the artist. What I said, that's the hierarchy. Senate here. Now, the executive producer or your businessman. So, ABA, Sefa, say, ope so sign Rough Town Records. Rough Town Records boss, or your CEO. Only Midas start in a ejuma. One collaborating on ejuma. Now,
on a bonus project.
Yes, okay, on a bonus project.
Right now, when you share, do it alone.
Do it alone. Okay. So now, Sefa, Sefa wants to pick Arnold as a manager. It's on any bar. Now, this is the point. Sefa hired Arnold. She can fire Arnold.
Yeah.
What you say? Into what you say, manager CB, artist be say my fire me manager. There's nothing wrong with it. No call hire. Me baby. And obi ba say me new juma me nyame na me di nechi what did they make can say so if you get that structure I'll bet you say now most of the things that we do proper label independent label so independent label and that's why the artists come like that say oh boame which is wrong but because omu pay bibi nti ombaka say boame then also who talent now usually you will not go in there because say ubenya sikebia. Yeah. Ubetume who say oh Charlie this on needy Now they start talking business when they are up there. Then because the artist is the poster boy, me wait you know. The populace they rally around the artists and they say, I am cheating them. But the conversation is different. So that's why it's your man to me banner in Kovoka say, oh, be artist ni ungrateful because all banana in Sagunichi.
Normal.
So I'm saying, I mean, Ka said nobody should go and say they don't want this or they should rebel or they want you have a right to do that, but do it the right. One said I'll buy say Mpacho Boamino. It's a time no do I open say usisa 70 to 50 no. Ka say Mpacho yenye. To me Kasa Frobi have a witness. And I'm sure a lot of these artists are learning because in the past they've done damage to themselves. You don't do damage to anybody, you patch yourself.
So now, no.
Nana, I think sir, near you can say. So me who's my artist and my CEO, me songwriter. A boy who talent now, me to many artists yet my boy one young Punamisa contract. Like so who talent now? Anytime this say no, me swear dear, the business because all my years now. And you na me to between free bulldog now was I say na my favorite I say because be a musician
and I want to even say one the old kind of cry now cry you are not a businessman you are still an artist at heart. I worked with I1 over 2 years. I gave him a contract starting he never signed. I continued to do the work. It was love.
I love most
this is a guy. He didn't say I didn't bother because
it becomes a business whereby the neighbor blue.
And it is almost no.
Oh no, I'm
not.
I'm going with love.
No.
How do you go?
One minute.
Answer the question. Answer.
No, you see,
yes or no? Artists the good what is better
sir, it's a whole question where good doctor be some say we are artist manager one manager be that.
Yes.
You see what they forget to realize they say me ni ho amutu no money. I'm telling you
we are artists
as a fan me na me patronize your work.
What is he saying?
That's a fact.
What are you saying?
No.
You are off the road.
I am off.
You're off the road.
I am off the way.
The question we're asking is
who person tell me say because me artist.
No, we're speaking from experience. I am married. Listen, I am married. I am married. You are not married. How do you come and tell me about marriage? No, I'm telling you, I am married, but I know what. No, I know what I'm going through.
All right, okay.
Have you married? I know. What do you talk about?
I not buy your work.
It's true.
Yeah. So for respect me.
Did I say?
I'll be fun.
No, and you are not respecting managers.
How did they respect you? You are they tell me I'll be artist.
No, I'm asking you.
As a fan, if I not buy your work,
we're not talking about.
Why they don't get to it?
No. We're not talking about a fan. We're talking about artist management.
So you won't tell me say if I not be artist, I not be artist. I know if you talk about it.
You won't understand it.
You can't experience also.
You won't understand it. You are a journalist. You are a journalist. You play with words. You construct words. So you're bad journalism. I mean, be argue no.
Oh, argue they be
because I'm an experience.
TV social media for you.
No, because I have an experience.
Oh, master.
Yes, I have. Maybe I'm here media and cry.
Make you two people know ask.
All I'm trying to say, you never manage an artist. It's your big artist.
I'm be manage.
The time they do. I've never managed a TV station before. That doesn't mean you have Who did you spend? Who did you spend your money on?
I don't get back. I will buy your stuff. And I
respect you. You are not a manager.
Okay. Silence.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Share. I don't remember. At time na kaka crab na komo bebre so ono. Moyesa. Me bu be
Nana, I no don. Akwa ko yesa. Some go for artist blow we na abega over church we onye ni ye.
Only say no, there are people like that.
They all see.
No, you also need to respect
manage artist that. We
I don't
it is your kind experience now. So
seriously, I don't need to.
No, okay. Of course we be in
business. We respect to be a role in the industry. Who the next be manage? Me so me the next me fan. No.
There's a sickness. I'm digressing a little bit. There's a sickness called epilepsy. A chiwa. Ubeshiki sa na wanu for me. Now, you pick an epileptic patient to the hospital. The doctor have read about epilepsy. They don't have experience about epilepsy. They cannot tell what the person was going through when they were being epileptic. So, yeah, kasa on. Yeah, respect ye nyina ye den. what we do as a job. Ni kasa ye, and that's how to make kasa, and how to make try into cardio. You don't have experience. Simple.
But also stand and say.
Also a fan.
Or a fan, or a critic.
Oh, yeah, on
this note.
Because they go. Sorry. Only means that sometimes Shatawale in the buffon, Mamincho. Yeah, no, maybe. The reason why Shatawale sometimes in the buffon or was studio. Wow, wabo, boom cha. A bet taking like ABR 10 hours to get my level. Oh, my level. What you say? Small. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now what force again and I hate it. Not sorry, excuse me to say, cause celebrity radio so say and from full ben no. Do you have that experience?
Okay, me pacho. No. On this note.
No, see, example you're making. Example you're making.
Do you have experience in writing music?
My analogy. My mom example. See in pebble, we also pebble. Footballers, no more park, more training. It be 23 days a week before they go into the actual match. Mr. O, omo match ni we are. Analysts don't bet na no mo kase we dey 1 year, omejini.
That's
their job. That's exactly what you're saying. That's
so we say you are a fool. Did we say that?
Oh, what's it called? Save you again. It's the same thing. Say because football and I training sessions there 5 times before we match in no. Analysts no abet some say I did the free kick we 1 year ya share no inter kwase. How can you even make such a statement?
No.
Can messages now. Can messages now.
Nipa ho adwuma na
Sefa me boss was say na busua mesre teacher kojo say me we said teacher kafra Ghana for ni adofo amhwe yesremo offend so no ye be jai mrante na me ra afefe ho na ma teacher kojo sema no so no na chinchin social media o de abanan kan wo mu nyina owuya teacher kojo wi a ye be san ba yen komo no aye die nso teacher kojo Pia
oba hema me dase ensem den kamedi pin nam se ensem a me de ba no ka no wo hyesa aboniki ti mado asukwa ria Christians sakura Hebrews na mado asukwa na makoje free dibola ho na kamede bremo nanso fofi anto ata no wadware abamo ye da ya ante asempa ye se be ye fie ye na wuwo ni no na ara hu ye mu nso ya kampepi ye hia se na nkese se ensem a etwi kobre man baaye anka ya asresem aye de gie ni na kam de bremo na eyem ye yie me kasa makoma se de esi bo no yante asempa ye nua be ma kwadwo ano ya fe na me fa kransi mpega krani a me ba ha me be ye adwuma nana nim kwadwo sa na nso wura ha se de wutie bia wo ketua na wo kase ti bia kwadwo mum kra na ya approach kwadwo na me wanika kwadwo na ma wo sere kwadwo babia wo bia nyame fa kransi da biye behia nanso panisi yesu kra ejahem mintimi fa nsem ma kakra me do su komira social media trend ya me de bremo sede tie bia se na wani ntimi anye ne sede ya na ese na de ache me because minimani giemu se na ya na ese na efata no na kakra mi wura mu teacher kwadwo minya munyanka mikonya ya me de bremo no na wanya so na watie me ansa na mehye medwumadi ase no ofa ya duru se ya na friend the classroom na me ba se me teacher ni ano cheche ni me ma me register tie ni de kwa so ha na wuti udin a no age so ama me asomdwe mu Sefa
Pastor, hello.
Present. Sir.
Present.
Good. We didn't hear Sefa.
Sefa.
Not just say bro focus me no resemble take. Say you resemble and a fa take. Resemble take. Na me sure. Bulldog.
Present. Sir.
Nice one. I know that someone.
Present man.
And now you find me air condition over so. That's it. Bullet.
Present sir.
Nana bomi tuo. Na me sure no nyo kese. Men sama na me de bae no en no so sa fi se me nheda ni ani giemu. Nanso kakra menya na me de brawu. Me borrow social media send ye tie no me ni machinche me ko rem a me ni ko bo abaye bi picture so ye nua ba hamamat me pa cho ye nhwe hamamat picture ye nua ba fefefe o ye photo model wagidi pe ye o maga na ha de so onim ha ye mre wonim hamamat de a ne ne se wa manokra from Empress me ni good mood na hamamat e de na ekoso recently na hamamat e de picture bi beto ne IG page so what ya ye nua ba ma bi wa brochire ye friend George Floyd me say unyane ba bi ko police nsensem bi na ho na bi before wo wiase afa na nyina theatre ntwie say black life matters na chese bibini yen kwa ho hia because abrofo no say de omanfo binim ka no o masisi a che na wo the picture bi beto ho ana no so kire say osu ana wo twa ajadoɔ me ba to yen hwɛ picture ni yi picture na o de to ho ni na o he picture na ni yi a o de bibia yen anim a o kire say eyenisuo na no omanfo ni bi tena ase anom se hamamat we nya bibia amfa representing ni suo se saadie na o picture ye da ho idie no kure nyame anim ye nuanom bia ya mubora social media abefo tentan fidie no so na abrofo ne mai bi mpa so agro movie ya omuhwehwe yi se wahwe bi acha na wahwe bi da utimu nse ye nua bai picture ye da ho de represent bi pa na eno na omanfo na ka ho asem bia na omse amamat we die no kure ne nyame anim o picture we dey so ka che bi se eyareho na odi na esu bade a entwa yi because fa bia ni ho esesu enti amamat o picture dey na omanfo ne se omo serewa anka o de foforo be ba beto ha mo anko mani be gina we dey ese bibi dodo wa utifia wo hwe adekora ese no wunim a kire ye beka ho asem medamase masem etoso mienu na do dankwa we bie school so bia nko school na bie ye nya obia na obie no kakra obie ye no eye JHS final year students university final year na SHS and also final years na ade enti na ma na bie na omanfo ni pi kasa omse na we di nkeni kwa krasa nka obie na yare still na yeguso ko na de ende na amanfo ti omongu montene so ebisa omanfo ni nsem ni bia de enti omzu se na mie school no na eye me se maame ba ko asem o kan na kana na ado akoma ene ma ni bie school no mama yenti nsem a maame ne kan yenti nam so ma na nado ebie school me ba cho mama video
ede enti ye pa ban cho asori ndi onhwe na onye hu bibi school fo nkoda no di aye di omu na nya agro enti se mo nhwe na mo ambie school no man nkoda na nko a eni omo mbe wo di omo dos bebre enyim wo kaso a bebre omo nyim beka bia pinye o pinye o jamani bo ame follow eto beka ko school deje beka gonyo ni omo no ka e bachi a na kanie no e ba be ba fe echi a e wo beka bia pinye o ya ka mi wie me to mo ete so ame fa me ye o kaso a no won kpanye fa ka school le nya bo amodin
asem we mi gidi se kana na do akoma yi because said e ma me ne ka no o se said de mema na tiagu ma ne so ne de sana na do amie school na animu ya de a wa we ya enkosi se o mo nkotwo mo final year exams no obi ade ne ba na be ko examination wo ho ba kakra me wo ka che ma me ne so nya abotre ne wiase na ye wo no wozi wo ba won shout e be complain nanso we produce sound nti mama kama to ye bibia be kama said me kan na me nsem no kakra bi na mtimi de bae because me nie ni gie mu sa nti said ye koye no fa cheme areho aba nyame ya domo a yihia na me wani age said ye se na fata na me kai was say sa segment we was proudly sponsored by Pokeke ibe twa de ahwe how far Madam Asemanu was in Penifo, any dear quans, Mobeja Swama say, Piao. Piao. Teacher, I say, you're Busia say, Shemaka, you're less than 20 minutes now, the United Showbiz, a baby, yeah. Mepesemeko Facebook, Akana, 10 minutes, sorry, now you made a baby, yeah. Into Meko Facebook, Nama and Adolfo near. Omu diaba no as in said you feel about show na nyume no omu ayeden makenkan atremo edoso dodo na ehye
my shedding say, yeah, share one na de ato ye no eso ampa de ato ye no so pa Arnold enkomo ayedie no me nua ba bi de aba o say you are very right. Arnold is very right and he's making a very good point. These managers don't want to accept the truth, but Arnold is right and has a point. Agnes and Eka and now I say Arnold you're right saying
oh you want some change movie nana
what is so near who baby are you right
what you say what you say
I if you priest I say Nana bring Bulldog always. I love him on the show. I
Nana then we the one case on church him.
Oh, Charlie.
I love
we are bias.
Oh, me your bias you. If you have run a free mook, I
don't know why. Why you all worried?
Wow. Kwajo we are fair and net baby abusia will be a Ghana for you na mama shedding. It's an say me Facebook comments ni na ka ba kwajo wo mu here dodo etie no our radio so dodo no a YMC wo mu awade eni wo mu nyuma pi no de wo mu messages ena ma e de breya pa okay mamen kan here Brown Nino Brown say your members don't understand Bullet, but Bullet is wise pa. I love the way he's talking and how he's changed the topic from Wendy Shea and Fantana. Big up Bullet. Nino Brown say, why me and cancer?
I'm come by my Jumadi. It's over trendy about Tueska.
I don't be so trendy or camp.
Oh, I just saw your lyrics are finished. What the emergency?
Why ne cancer?
Fantana
casa. Oh.
Fantana so lyrics are sang. I don't know now training you.
Oh, I mean, said I'm a client. They say me baby sign artist. I'm checking your baby.
As a manager, who can say that means I don't know what is no problem now.
Oh,
so Fantana so lyrics are
so trendy.
What's happening now? What's happening?
Our label is so.
Oh, I mean,
Fantana so lyrics are what also Fantana so lyrics are
drop emergency mommy when they share the latest so and you might drop and you might drop it one so 1 hour and a quarter trending
me pa chotie ye ade na ye kan and ye kan ba e ma no wazo also Fantana so lyrics are
oh so much na TV tina oh man emergency no to prove a point say rough time your lyrics pa like and you lyrics and song I go say casa better na sa
na so catch so lyrics ya sa
obi obeka say lyrics asa bia no na bia sabi on team music asa because lyrics casa it means lyrics no your words ya de tonyo no na casa it means be better is ya met me casa met me the anyum better ya it ya be say share rough time do for say your lyrics inside
na say rough time
emergency when the share
emergency
go to YouTube that chat just 1 a year drop here and I hit you baby.
A boy
emergency.
A boy emergency. Yeah. Before a boy message emergency no patch of bullet.
I'm not trouble.
Before say boy emergency no. My back from Fantana Bewana. Oh, I when did you cause so mummy no
I so what? I wrote that song so what?
For Fantana.
Yes, I wrote it. Okay. The emergency we are not about so what.
But so our new one be under your label only Saga and La Russo or Russo La Russo song.
Oh, there's no video for you.
Omunya video yeah.
There's no video.
Okay, the question is she still on the label? And I was saying Bullet.
We number so we say artist does on Ghana power more me say chiba ko pe.
We did the Fantana was so
also a farmer.
She artist back ko pe.
Fantana was so
okay. All right.
Management and bro. And here the contract.
Bullet me pacho me the men na here juma pacho. O see boy emergency ma. Producers, mo emergency. Sefa, your boy emergency. Sefa your boy emergency ni we are. Me pacho with new song Memories me boy. Or say about memory. Producer, mo emergency, ma'am. We are memory.